When someone insults you, your first instinct might be to strike back, to defend yourself, to prove them wrong. But what if I told you that doing nothing, calmly, silently, could be the most powerful response of all? Because when you react, they win. But when you respond with reason, not rage, you win the battle they never even knew they started. This is not about ignoring disrespect. It's about mastering yourself. Because the truth is, no one can truly insult you unless you let them. Today, we'll learn how Stoic philosophy, from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, can teach you to stay unshaken when the world tests your patience, your pride, and your peace. Let's begin. Part 1. The truth about insults. Insults hurt because we let them define us. When someone throws words at you, you feel that sting in your chest, that rush of heat behind your eyes. It's your ego whispering, "How dare they?" But Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change, for I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own ignorance." In other words, if the insult is true, learn from it. If it's false, why be bothered? Most insults are just opinions, and opinions are nothing but air. Think about that. An insult is only sound waves. It has no power until you give it power. Epictetus said it perfectly. When someone treats you badly or speaks ill of you, remember, they act or speak because they think it's right to do so. They are not guided by your judgment, but by their own. When you understand this, you stop expecting people to treat you perfectly and start focusing on controlling your own reactions. That is Stoic strength. Part 2. The Stoic shift. Control what you can. The Stoics divided life into two things: what you can control and what you cannot. You can't control what people say. You can't control their moods, their opinions, or their insults. But you can control what you do next. Marcus Aurelius would remind himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So, the next time someone insults you, pause. Don't react instantly. Let that silence be your sword. Because in that moment, you have already proven mastery over yourself. You've already won. Remember this. You can't be disrespected by someone who doesn't truly know you. And you can't be broken by words unless your pride allows it. Let others waste their energy in anger. You stay still like a mountain, unmoved, unshaken, untouchable. Part 3. The ego trap. Your ego is a liar. It tells you that an insult must be answered, that silence means weakness, that strength is loud and dominance is power. But Marcus Aurelius disagreed. He said the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Every time you rise above the need to retaliate, you evolve past the person who insulted you. It takes no strength to insult back. It takes immense strength to stay composed, to smile, and to let go. The Stoics didn't just preach emotional control, they lived it. Imagine being a Roman emperor like Marcus Aurelius, surrounded by betrayal, criticism, jealousy, and still writing, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Now think of yourself. dealing with a rude coworker, a toxic friend, or an online troll. The temptation to fight back feels natural, but nature, left uncontrolled, leads to chaos. The wise man chooses restraint. He chooses peace over pride. Part 4. Insults are mirrors. Here's the truth. Insults are reflections, not revelations. They don't show who you are. They reveal who they are. If someone mocks your ambition, it's because they've given up on theirs. If someone attacks your confidence, it's because they lack their own. And if someone hates your peace, it's because they've never tasted peace themselves. Marcus wrote in Meditations, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly, but I will not be harmed by them, for none of them can implicate me in ugliness." He wasn't being pessimistic. He was being prepared. When you expect the world to test you, you stop being surprised when it does. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. They visualized the worst so that when it came, they would meet it with calm readiness. So next time someone tries to provoke you, smile inwardly and think, "I knew this moment would come." Then move on. Part 5. Turning insults into inner strength. Let's be real. Staying calm isn't easy. You'll still feel that rush of anger. You'll still want to say something back. But here's where Stoicism becomes your weapon. You don't suppress your emotions, you train them. You teach your mind to pause. You teach your anger to serve you, not rule you. When someone insults you, ask yourself, does this affect my character, my virtue, my duty? If it doesn't, then it's irrelevant. The Stoics believed that only virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, self-discipline truly matters. Everything else is external noise. Epictetus said, "If someone handed your body to a stranger, you'd be furious. But when you hand over your mind to anyone who insults you, aren't you ashamed?" Think about that. You get offended, and you give them control. You become their puppet, reacting on command. So the next time, don't give them that power. Take a breath. Smile slightly. And remember, the calm man always has the upper hand. Part 6. The power of indifference. There's something powerful about being truly indifferent, not cold, not arrogant, just unmoved. Marcus called this apatheia, not apathy, but freedom from destructive emotion. It's the state of being so centered that praise and insult feel the same, like wind brushing past your face. Seneca wrote, "No man can be insulted by another unless he first allows it." The Stoic doesn't depend on the opinions of others for peace. He knows that approval and hatred are both passing clouds. So when people talk, let them. When they doubt you, let them. When they laugh, let them. Because while they're speaking, you're moving, you're growing, you're becoming stronger, more disciplined, more unshakable. They speak to hurt you, but in truth, they build you. They are the whetstone that sharpens your blade. Every insult becomes a lesson. Every attack becomes a test. And every test makes you harder to break. Part 7. The art of the pause. In Stoicism, silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. When someone insults you, your silence does 3 things. It protects your peace, it confuses your enemy,
and it commands respect. People expect outrage. They expect to see you lose control. When you don't, they lose theirs. Marcus once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This isn't just moral advice, it's strategy. Because the more you speak in anger, the more you reveal. The more you stay silent, the more powerful you appear. Remember this, a lion doesn't roar back at barking dogs. It just keeps walking. Be that lion. Part 8. Building the Stoic Shield. To truly master your emotions, you must build what the Stoics called the inner citadel, a fortress of the mind where no insult can reach you.